Code is not ass.
Yeah, but I gotta catch a flight tomorrow.
You know, you can have a little bit. You can sleep on the plane. It's better actually if you're tired on the plane, and you fall asleep faster. Better, you know. We're live, by the way, just so people know. Let's see.
Yeah, really good live stream ping today.
What is the ping? Just live. Who wants a cupcake? Ooh, I want a cupcake. Could I get one? $20.
Bro doesn't know. Bro doesn't know.
I don't know. All
Yeah,
right.
hashtag free EDP.
I don't get it. Why am
Guys,
I'm streaming the wrong
Do
stream?
you know that today is the sun
The sun.
solar eclipse?
Oh, right, but isn't that in like America?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's here. That's
Here?
fair.
Where? I haven't seen any solar eclipse.
I must have plugged in the wrong screens. Lol.
No, now you're showing all the core you have installed.
Yeah, my corn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heute. Today. Okay, bro. I'm already,
Heute.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
starting to talk.
Okay, I never saw a solar eclipse. When is this happening?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't look in.
Yeah, you
your
shouldn't look
bigger
at the
eyes.
solar eclipse. It's scary, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, the sun seems to be
Bro,
out.
I swear, when I look at it, I will just see a C logo.
But, yeah, because sea covers the sun, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, the goal of sea. Well, yeah, the goal of sea is destroy all the like living beings, you know.
What?
So that's why it covers the sun. But you know, Sunnion.
Sunnion? You mean onion?
Yeah. No, Sunnion.
Ah, no idea.
Okay, but Tishef, when is this solar eclipse happening?
Fuck, bro, I just opened the page, but I didn't look.
I think I know what I want to do.
Ah,
I'm gonna add a secondary thingy, so we're gonna do that today.
a secondary thingy.
Mm.
How descriptive of
Yeah, we're adding secondary.
Bro, I
right now.
looked, and a future one is coming in 2030. So yeah.
And when's the one heute? Did that
Heute
already happen?
is, no. It begins 1 hour ago.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it begins 1 hour ago.
Oh,
Well,
that's...
okay, hear me out. I was like outside actually 1 hour ago, I believe. So
No way
I
you
didn't
were.
see any solar eclipse. Yeah.
So you
I
saw that?
didn't see. I never saw any solar eclipse, bro.
Well, let me look outside. If I'm blind after that, yeah. I don't have my headset on anymore. Holy shit, it's dark. Oh, damn. Holy
bro,
shit.
I'm rotating. There's
Bro.
no, bro,
It's
did
all
you-
black.
bro, it's literally baiting.
Yeah, no, bro, I don't know. I don't see a solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah.
Okay, can we see this?
I think it's really, but just really starting now. Like,
Yeah. Well, I
like
don't.
it's like halfway right now.
Tishef.
Mhm.
I don't think we'll be seeing any of these solar eclipses you're saying.
Nah, you see Germany is in it, bro. Finland, Sweden is on the coast, but you see Germany is in there.
We are also there.
Oh, it's the orange, the solar eclipse.
I have no idea.
Bro. Yeah, this is great.
The problem is that we're graphics and we both don't know what it means. Like,
Yeah, what the blue thing was. Right. Can yeah, wait, I gotta find a map. Because if it is the orange thing, then I am basically
bro, I have a
Bro,
website that's
then-
literally like totally.
live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yo,
We're live.
yeah.
What's up,
Damon.
Damon? It has been a while. How have you been? Tell us. What have you been up to?
Tell us the planets.
Bro, Harold, there is a solar eclipse, bro. I legit have a website open for solar eclipse.
Oh, that's why it's so
Okay, so
dark
then
here
say-
already. It shouldn't be dark already.
What do you mean dark, bro? It's not dark. Like, bro, what do you mean?
Harold, I got
Yeah.
a good graphics for you.
Oh, okay. Bro, is gonna send me a Vulkan triangle now.
Shit, that's some pretty good graphics. I'm just saying.
Yeah, bro, I found the exact same picture like at the same time. Okay, but what does this say though?
Yeah, you see? The darker...
Mm-hmm. The darker it's gonna be, yeah, but like...
No, wait, let me think.
Bro, like, can they just give us
Because
a map?
what? Because you see at the colors, at the bottom of the legend, it says smaller than 100 is red, then yellow is bigger than 50, bro. Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah,
Does the moons
Bro.
differ in size or what's going on?
yes.
Ah.
Bro, I'm just going back to rendering triangles, like what?
Bro, can they please give us a good map? Like, bro, it's not that hard.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Partial
I'm
solar eclipse.
gonna search for Sweden now. Okay.
Protect your eyes. Find out safely watch solar eclipse here. Gotta protect
Yeah.
those eyes, man.
So when's this happening? Like in Germany?
It ends in 2 hours. I think it began and it's like 15% over. And it's reaching its max. I don't know, somewhere in like 2 hours.
Okay,
Yeah,
bro. You
that's
know,
probably-
give me a second, bro. I gotta look at my window.
Bro, there's no way he's seeing something, bro. Like, it just looks normal for me. But don't tell him.
But Harold is always seeing stuff, bro. I'm just saying he's not like
Yeah.
the others, you know.
Probably the moon, like, kind of, I don't know, put curly braces on the new line.
Oh yeah. By the
Oh,
way,
no.
you didn't see.
Looks
You didn't see. We got the this thing. It's
This thing.
the
Okay.
This thing.
this thing. It
Wh-
looks
wh-
like a
which thing?
piss. The charge radius.
Lucas, your
Lucas,
stream
yeah.
isn't very streaming.
Oh wait, am I streaming the wrong?
Yeah, bro.
You're just
There.
streaming Discord.
Look at this.
Okay. Oh, it looks like a I don't know, piss ball.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's a thing.
It's a piss ball.
The piss ball. It's also
Like the top of the portal is outside also. That's gonna be real nice to look at later.
well, you won't be able to. Yeah, you won't.
Yeah, bro, you saw it. Bro, you saw it.
Nah.
No.
Well, it's hard to see it when you're looking away, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you-
What do
if
you
you
mean?
move closer, bro, move closer.
Closer. Okay.
Fire. Not
And then at the top of the portal, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
At the top.
Yeah.
But only in
and
the
then- and then
state when
look
you
down.
actually charge the portal.
Now look down. Bro, you look down and move up. Yeah, and
How
then
does
you
it-
look at the portal. Yeah. Yeah, look at the portal, bro.
Oh wow, that's great.
Bro, it's entirely
No.
inside. No way.
Bit
What?
more right. Bro,
Ah.
it's there. You see? I know it. Yeah. Hey, bro, make it like 2 centimeters bigger, okay?
The portal. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
make the
right.
portal smaller.
Make the portal 2 centimeters bigger.
Extend it.
Yeah, I mean, I could change the portal radius. That could fix it.
Yes, you should expand it.
I should make it based on planet
Bigger
size.
than the planet.
Yeah, the same
Yeah.
size as the planet.
Same size as the planet. Yes, very smart.
Yes.
And maybe a quadra of it.
Add the
Make
south
it,
north
make
pole.
it a pyramid.
Oh, you mean the?
Mm.
I mean, then I would have to
Everyone
change the mass
knows.
also for the how it's being charged. This is very easy because it's just radius. It's just checking the land.
Yeah, I was joking.
Meth.
You're so
Funny,
funny,
right?
man. You're Mr. Funny Joker.
Yeah.
Can we add the north pole and the south pole, please?
Why do you want
Yeah,
that?
and then it's planet rotation.
Cool. It's cool. Yeah, planet rotation. That would be cool.
Oh well, it looks like the planet is rotating, kind of, with the, when the.
Or you know what? Just have the skybox rotate, okay?
Ooh,
Oh.
smart.
Oh, rotating skybox.
Oh.
That's
There-
big brain.
There is actually, if I do this, kill myself.
Side of cringe. Yeah.
But then he
Oh.
also needs to rotate the sun, and then it's cooked.
There
But the sun
is.
is in the skybox, bro.
It looks like almost like the.
Oh, you mean like that?
But
Oh.
not, yeah.
It almost looks like the planet is rotating when you're in the lobby because the sun.
Literally doesn't, bro. You're actually
Wait. I gotta show it to you as soon as the. Okay, it's taking a while. Guys, trust me. It
Yeah,
looks
but
like the planet is
we need to wait for it to rotate. Yeah,
You just need
it
to
will
wait.
soon come.
Just need
That's
to
right.
wait for it to
Static.
rotate. That's.
Looks pretty static to me.
Bro, wait. I'm not lying here. Wait, I swear to God, it happened today. It did rotate.
Bro, I think that's just your code being bad, okay?
No.
It's not something to like,
Wait,
you know.
I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Wait, let me just go and quickly check. Renderer, I meant. Vulkan.
Yeah, I don't want to look at your ugly auto loading, bro. Okay.
It's gonna have to be done with hot reloading, bro. I'm telling you.
No.
And then what we wanna do is we wanna go to where I do the render update here. Render, and then upload scene data, and then we're gonna take the sun based on time multiplied by 10. Okay, it will happen faster now. Any moment now the light will start to like just go faster. Oh, where's the light anyways? There it is. Oh, well, you see the light happened to align in a bad spot, so it doesn't look. Okay, wait, it's coming around. Okay, guys, get ready. It's gonna look like the planet is rotating. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Yeah, now. Okay, soon. Now, get ready. Okay.
Yeah, but solar eclipse happening.
Should we have a solar eclipse? Okay, now. We are getting there. We're getting there. Any moment.
I don't know, man. This just looks like shit to me.
No. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna look like it. Any moment.
So Lucas only
Like shit.
playtesting in phone resolution.
Yeah, for real. It's play testing for the devices that he's gonna be using.
So when is the planet gonna start rotating?
Oh, it didn't happen. What?
Lucas, if you take your camera below Benbows and then look straight up. No, straight up at Benbows. So.
Uh-huh.
Closer. And then straight up. Closer. Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, exactly. Closer. Yeah, exposed, bro. You're exposed.
Exposed?
What?
Yeah, Lucas getting exposed.
I'm confused.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I gotta go now. See you in 2 weeks.
Alright,
Yeah,
Misha,
it's
take care.
on
Keep us updated. Show us a picture
Alright,
of the
okay.
environment.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, I will show you my water simulation. See ya.
Yeah, bye.
Yes, see you.
Okay, wait. The
And
thing
let's go. And never come back.
is never coming back. For 2 whole weeks,
Yeah, I
he's
actually
gone.
rigged the airplane.
Anyway, secondary. We're gonna work on that now. We're gonna add a
Bro
secondary.
really said anyways to me saying that I rigged the plane.
Anyways. We're gonna go to server, and then we're gonna go to systems gameplay, and then no, we're gonna go to player actually. This is a player thingy. And then if I think I'm sending the right mouse button. Yeah. Here we have utility. If input keys left. No, what do I call it? Oh, I don't call it by action, but I do have left. Am I not sending left click or something like that? I'm not. What? But I'm sending padding, so I think I could. This could actually be hot reloaded the packet that I'm sending over the net because I do have the padding. We already have the space for it. Oh my god. I think we can actually take advantage of that. We could. Let's do that. I wanna try it. Input here. Let's add secondary bool equals false. And we'll change that to a 3.
Bruh.
And then think we can do in here secondary. If we do that, just to see if this actually works, I'm gonna do an stlog debug sec. I don't need to do that, but thought I was doing a switch, but I'm not doing a switch. Covering all of them. Alright. So we're running it over here. But it's, yeah, and then I need to register it on the client side. Yeah, that I cannot do with a hot reload. Nah. Well, I could do it in here when you receive. Yeah, I could. I could just do it forcefully once. Previous bound to the keyboard buttons. But I do have. Nah, I think it's gonna be easier if I just don't. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. We're not gonna try to do it too fancy now. We already got the logic here, so what? Let's just do it in here. ID. Yeah, I'm gonna reopen it also. Wow. Controller. And then in here, we're gonna change this to secondary. And then it will be on the. What the fuck is going on? Can I not do the? No, I could. Okay, good. Left. This is called. What is attack? Attack is just. Oh, so I want this one to be right. And then this one will be label. Will be secondary. But with the. Wait, I got this now. Yeah. Capital S. Yeah. So that should be it. Now it should be registered. Let's see what actually happens. So now if we go here and I press right click, nothing. I swear to God. Right. Mouse right. Okay, now it's being pressed. What is it actually? Just mouse. It's called. What is attack? Attack is mouse left, mouse right. But why is it not this key? Left, right. What? Oh, mouse, that's why. Mouse. There. Okay, now we can go back to the server. Now we can actually do something here. We can change this to do something like what? Wrong type of parentheses twice. Alright. So now we could spawn a. I need a new kind of projectile, I think. This would be a projectile that is. Or we can actually just put a flag on it. Oh my god, I'm so smart. But actually the projectile doesn't, it has a special logic flag, so it wouldn't work. Okay, wait, we have to check that out real quick. Impact. What? Terrain. QD spawn. Yeah, immediately we just QD spawn. But we could do a check, or we could remove help from a projectile also. I think that would be smarter. So what we will do, instead of queuing despawn for a projectile, we could do world, remove HP from impact, but projectile is an ID, so we would have to get the projectile. We do have the projectile. And then, was it amount or was it the source? It was the amount. So projectile dot max health. Yeah. And it is a add health minus the amount. Yes. Good. And then the source will be null. It's just trying to kill itself. So, and that will be fine. Then let's see in here. Just try. Wait, do we need to try for it? I think it's just ignoring the return value. Yeah, no, we do not care about that. Can I please? I cannot. Like so. And then in here we get this thing. Shouldn't we always try to QD spawn? Yeah, it doesn't matter really what we hit. Well, yeah, except if we hit donor, then we don't want to do this. Yeah, so I think I would rather just, well, with terrain we always want to remove it, but well, I guess this yeah, it's gonna be fine. But with this thing, if it's donor itself, we don't want to remove it, but yeah, so we do need them as separate places, and then we can remove that. So then we'll remove it from here. Now the thing that will be interesting with this, because now we could spawn a projectile with immunity or invincibility, and then it won't basically won't do anything. We can use the we do need to check that we also have and this thing. But we are not gonna be using this, we're gonna be using secondary and then spawn projectile kind. Yeah, we can use that as well. We could actually take it outside. Hello, CD Seed Dragon. I always want to change directory, bro.
Is nice.
Hey. Welcome. What have you been up to? This almost is the exact same thing. It is actually the same thing. But it's okay, we'll do it duplicated for now, just to try it, because it won't be exactly the same. It kind of will. We'll go here, we'll do all of this. The only difference is in here, when we spawn this thing, it will have flags, invincible, true. So this will basically have a piercing. It won't die. It will just go through and do multiple damage. But besides that, it will be the same kind of bullet. So let's see. Oh, it crashed instead. The server crashed. Interesting. Unreachable. Attack lands secondary. Right. Don't cover all cases. Unreachable. Maybe I should be a little bit more explicit about that. Secondary. And we'll change this to... Now we don't have last utility. We needed to add also a last secondary. Secondary. I also almost start to feel like ability should be kind of like a different system. CD every time, yeah. Last secondary. And then attacker kind need range. We need to store range. And we're gonna put what the fuck? Secondary range. Mother. Damn. Secondary range. That looks legit. I think it's lying to me about not being good. Secondary range. And then we can secondary cooldown. And then we can do... Yeah, attacks shouldn't actually be in here, maybe. Idle. It's starting to feel a bit wrong, but they are actions that... They are action, but it's not like an attack. Maybe I should make units out of them or something else, because this is a little bit weird. I'm just gonna do... I cannot return... I cannot return an error. I don't want to return an error. That's already bad, but this is even worse. You know what? This can only happen in debug anyways. You shouldn't... You cannot go and write this logic. What the fuck are you doing? Can I do that? Is that legal? Yeah, okay, it's good. And can I add a comment in here to just be like, please separate, I don't know, I'm gonna write, should skills action triggers, I call them triggers, be separated from movement or states. Don't know yet how to separate that, but it's starting to feel like that shouldn't even be possible to happen. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Unloading Odin to begin in OpenGL. Nice. One day I will create stuff with Zig. Yeah, I mean, Zig is freaking awesome. Odin is awesome as well. Ginger Bill would be pretty happy. Both fantastic languages. I haven't used Odin yet, but what I have seen Odin seems pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna. It looks pretty freaking sick. I'm just saying.
Not fan of the syntax, to be honest. Lucas, do you know how Odin looks? Okay, like how do you define a procedure, as they're called?
What's a
how
procedure?
would you do that in Odin? Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what they call functions in Odin.
Okay, I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, take care, Damon. Bye bye.
Take care. Okay, so Lucas,
I have seen how they do there are some colon equals for a basically to define const variables and something like that. So it was pretty fire.
Yeah, that's just like Go, but but how would you make a function, Lucas? I don't think you know how Odin looks.
No, I mean, the little that I saw, I said I don't know everything. Odin function.
No, don't search it, bro. I just want you to no.
Oh yeah, you want
Just-
me to
just
invent
quickly.
it from my mind without knowing? My bad.
Okay, so you don't know. So you don't know.
Yeah, look
Okay.
at that. Okay, I mean.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the kind of syntax I don't like. All right. Like the arrow to the return, you know, it's like
that's not-
it works.
that one is pretty alright. I think it's pretty.
No, it's not the worst thing, right? It works, right? But I don't really like it too much. But you know, it's in Rust and C++, and you know, what are we gonna do about it?
I don't know. I like that C++ adopted this though. That's pretty good. I think this is a pretty.
That's
good...
literally just bad for C++ because it already had like working stuff. But okay.
Oh well, that's C++. It's backwards compatible.
Yeah, exactly. That's their problem. But
So that,
you know,
now you have two different ways of doing the same. Well, they have many things versus infinite of things to doing the same thing. Which in general it's also programming, but at least when you're trying to read syntax, I think that becomes super confusing at some point because they could also have slightly different behaviors at some point, and then you're like, okay, wait, fuck.
Yeah, but C++, that's their own thing, you know. But yeah, you know, you define the functions in Odin. Yeah, that's basically how you define everything. Like I believe global constants are like that as well, and structures. Yeah.
That's fine.
Not a big fan, to be honest, but you know, you do what you want.
It's better than C++.
Yeah, it's better than C++. It can't get worse.
Okay, wait. What was I gonna do? I added this thing. Now I wanted to go back to player controller, and we're gonna do a. We get the secondary, and then we do checka, and then we make it invincible, so it should never die. This bullet. Pew pew pew. And so this one shoots. Wait, now all of them are invincible. Fuck. Right, because no bullet has ever helped. No. And I think that's also a big problem with my. I shouldn't do it like this, however. Okay, I do it. I do it in net over here. Not net. What am I saying? Shared entity spool. Has health. Yeah, this thing is so bad. I don't think I should say. I should just see. I'm gonna remove this. I think it's better. Oof. Or maybe I should still use this one while I'm still doing it like this. Ooh. Has health. True. Okay, let's see. Again. Fuck. But at least it says it has health, but it just doesn't die. What health should it have though? Because I don't do default. Right, world spawn. See context base stats, entity max health, and this that health. Yeah, because they have no health, they don't die. They do have health, but they don't have health. This is dumb. This is very dumb. Odin syntax is, I agree, it's a bit weird when you come from C, but it's quick to get to it. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's very complex, right? It's just different.
Yeah, definitely. It is pretty easy to. I think also Zig has like once you start to get to it, it looks weird, and then you kind of get into it. But C++, man, I feel like you could be studying for 10 years and you still wouldn't know all of the weird quirks of the language.
Yeah, no, that's just
and weird quirks.
Like C++.
I don't mean like every language, of course, has some weird undefined behavior at some point, but what I mean by weird quirks is just the syntax. Like, I feel like you could be studying for years and you still wouldn't know the syntax of the language.
Yeah, no.
Why Odin though? Yeah, why Odin? If we really ask, why Odin?
He likes ginger pills.
Yeah, I also like ginger
Yeah.
pills.
Really?
But he has, like, I've seen a few videos on him and where he talks about different stuff, and it's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. C or C++ is enough. C is enough. C++ is too much.
True.
What I wanted to still to do... No, C++ is still very good in the sense that it's an industry standard. So, of course, like, it's... In that sense, it's good to learn. But I think it's a very bad language.
Yes. Yo, Lucas, I just made my own shell.
You made your own shell?
Yeah.
What? Why did you do that? Is it Bash 2.0?
Basically, I don't really have many things, but I mean, I have the
LS?
basics.
You have the built-ins?
You don't need those kinds of things around here.
What do
Lucas.
you have?
I have exits, I have clear, I have echo, I have
Okay.
print env, I have exec.
Okay, exec.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exec is
Can you
basically
also-
like
can-
execution.
Do you do tokenization in the sense that you can already do piping and anding?
What?
You don't do that. You can
No. No.
Oh, okay.
That's for noobs, alright?
Oh.
You don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it, bro.
Yeah, no. Those things are for the noobs, okay?
Okay. My bad. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're bad. Yeah.
I am bad. Okay.
Yes.
We do need to fix one thing with these things. Fuck. Because they need some help. Like, whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna do that. So now they will have 1 HP. Let's see. They still survive. Oh no, now it dies. But this one goes through. As soon as I get it again. If I get it. Boom! But this one is hit. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it sends a packet that it should take damage and then it just dies anyway. That's a bit weird. That's a little bit weird. I'm just gonna say it's a bit weird that it can. I mean, it should just die, not be sent as a. I like the idea though that bullets could have health, so you could actually kind of like have a way to destroy them. But yeah, let's try it out now. So now we got this one that should be piercing. So if I go here, I line up a few. Pew! Well, it barely looked like it did any piercing. Pew! Wait.
Piercing? You're giving them piercings now?
Yeah, I'm giving them piercings. Okay, let's try again. Okay, too many healers, guys. Too many healers.
Too few healers.
Let's make myself invincible as well. So this is an invincible bullet that cannot die. That's pretty fire. That means it should also, if I were to give myself a few of these, that bullet should actually trigger lightning for every single pierce. If I can't get out. Okay, now, no? Okay, now. So if I shoot a piercing bullet, well, it's very hard to see. Let's take a few stages up. Get a little bit more flatter terrain. Stage 20, yes. Alright, let's see. Let's get a few enemies bundled up and let's shoot a piercing bullet. Is it trying to heal itself? It is actually trying to heal itself. I should probably look for that. It should not be able to do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Piercing. I don't know if I actually hit twice or not. Piercing. I think that one actually went through a few times. That looked... It triggered every single move. Oh my god, I just realized. I think it's pretty cool actually. Holy shit. Let's try again. I missed my piercing blow. Oh yeah, then it also applied the rocket. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's freaking crazy. Shit. Wait, let's give us let's make us possible to spam it. I wanna try that. So we're not gonna ask for if we have it on cooldown. We're just gonna send it. We're just gonna be spamming these ones. Oh my god. I should allow for flying. Bullet can be hornets like missiles that follow players, but you still can't shoot a bullet. Wait, what? Bullet can be hornets like missiles that follow players, but you still can't shoot at bullets. Oh, yeah. Wait, okay, look, because this one is just one, but this one with piercing goes through multiple times. You see, it still hits on the backside over there. It's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, but how does it? It doesn't collide with. So this one should hit the ground once, and then on the other side as well. Yes. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Jesus. That's a crazy, like, accidental, like, combo of the whole thing. Oh yeah, it also goes through to the other side of the planet. Because it hits here once, then goes to the other side and it hits again. Piercing is OP. Yo. Oh, the lag. Now I just need to optimize so this can actually be a thing. So I can shoot it like this, and then it will hit twice. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool. That's so awesome. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool. You become a god in your own game, yeah. Okay, we can add, I think I have an idea. We'll do this, and then what we'll do is we'll spawn a for loop from 0 to 3, spawn 3 of them. Do I need to capture that? I think I can ignore it. Or? I think I need to capture it. So we'll do this, and then in the for loop we have to capture once, but we can ignore it for now. So now it will be on cooldown, but it will summon 3 of them. Unless if I did something wrong here. I don't think I did something wrong. That should be alright. Yeah, I'm stuck. Oh my god, these are like... no damage! Move. Okay, now. So, it should spawn 3 of the piercing in one go. Well, it's hard to see. But it did spawn 3 of them. Maybe I should put it on like a... cooldown kind of thing, that it would shoot 1, 2, 3. Kind of like that in an iteration. But then I would need to keep it timer somehow, somewhere. Could work. Oh, that's so cool. Or we should have it. No, there's too many opportunities here, but I think I'm gonna leave it at that because the other thing I'm thinking about could be a whole nother weapon. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool. What we still need to do is show the cooldown for the player on the client side. So let's take care of that. I think I already do that in the client when we receive the packet. Don't I do that already? Let's see. Boom. No, I do not. Because it's only referenced to these ones. This is another point where you could see that I would like to move utilities like skills away from a normal stat trigger, but it's still like the same thing. You want the animation based on that when that action happens. It's a bit weird. I need to think about it. But we'll go with it for now. Secondary. And we'll take the reference, world controller. Oh, right. Do I have I do not have that. Do I not actually have that? To secondary controller. No. Equipment cooldown. That's great. We need to add secondary cooldown. And because that will be a change in the layout, we will have to restart. Alright. So now we got that thing. Bum, bum, bum. Go. But I like the Hornet. I like kind of like, you know, well, it can be a Hornet like missiles that follow player, but you still you could also add like kind of like a Hornet ally for the player. Like you could get, well, drones they're called in Risk of Rain. Great. Now in here we could do this thing where we go secondary cooldown. So we get that one, and then what we can do in here. So now we got the all of the things, but not for that one. This will be the. This is primary. This should be secondary. This should be utility. Yeah, that will switch the order, brother. Oh yeah. Let's see, because this is utility right now. I think we're gonna take this one away from here, put it here, so we swap the place of those two. And then what we'll do is we're gonna take, yeah, we're gonna take this, and we're gonna take that, and we're gonna go here, and bada bing, bada boom, bang. And then we're gonna change this logic here to, instead of using, we're gonna change this to be secondary cooldown of the controller, and then the stat of how long the cooldown is for the. What the fuck? Why can I not get the secondary cooldown? And then elapsed time, and then divided by secondary cooldown. And then we'll just clamp it, and that should be now. We should see when I press. So we got this one. You see the first slot, the dash is now utility there, and now the this one when I press right click. Oh my god, look at that! And we cannot press right click until that one is done. Boom! Wait, did I press both? Wait, no way. Why is it shooting both of them at the same time? What the fuck? What? Okay, but that can only happen on. Well, it could happen if I do something stupid. It could happen in another place, but it's probably coming from here because I'm doing a. No. I don't get it. Ah, look at that. Because it's receiving. Interesting. Wait, what the? How big of a donkey am I right now? I need to check it out real quick. I'm a pretty darn big good donkey. Holy shit. We don't even need to do this. I'm pretty stupid. And then we can also do the same. You remove it from here because this is already happening. We don't. The reason why I made that function was so I didn't have to remember to do that, and then I still do it anyways. Okay, boom. So now we should still get that, and now this should not trigger both. Yes. How about that? And then equipment still needs to get some kind of cooldown, but yeah, equipment doesn't really show. I just cool down the equipment based on your your dash. I should probably use the equipment cooldown. But that's the thing again, equipment is not a trigger that comes. It's just something that it is registered in the here. And then we have utility, secondary, attack, use equipment here. How the fuck I must... It's skill. Skills needs to be moved. Skills cannot be with state anymore. But state is also used for the animations to... Maybe animations just needs to be its own thing. They shouldn't be aware about the state of an entity. They just have their clips. But right now is kind of that's what I do. Maybe I need to, because I haven't had this problem before, but now I do have it, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyways, I do have the states here: idle, walk, attack, run, utility, and yeah, this is what states are for. So I can attach them with a animation. Click names, you can see here. But now we are gonna have a little bit of a problem. Well, use equipment. State. Maybe it's fine. It's so weird. So weird. Because maybe it should be an activate state, right? Nah. Cannot be. Because then it could work with sending like walk or something like that. But it's I cannot see it clearly. But I guess we're just gonna make it worse instead. How about that? Who's with me? I'm with me. This will require a little bit of a change as well. We're gonna need to go into the states, and here we're gonna see a... Well, I guess enemies could also use equipment, so we're gonna... equipment. State equipment. I think this became something different now. But we could also rename it to triggers, but triggers... if we made it a union, we could have something that just you do, walk, idle, being stunned, I guess, death, but I don't know how to classify it really. I need to think about it, But we're not gonna think about it too much, because that's... But yeah, attack lands, this would be also... Here would change it now to... we're doing a switch on the attack state, so yeah, we can do equipment. Equipment. And then is attackers last. Where do I do the... Let me take a look. I think I don't even store it. I just have use equipment, player inventory, reason. Yeah, I don't even check that. When was the last time you used it? So there's no such thing as a... Yeah, no, this is still very old. It's a world stun at... Yeah, but the player should not be... No. Yeah, we're gonna add it to the attack lands. Attacker, and then we're gonna add it here also, because enemies could use equipment, why not? Last equipment. But it is interesting that we're gonna go with it. Until it will come clear. It will become clear. And then we can change this to kind, and then secondary range. Do we need equipment range? Well, I think we should. Why can I not just open the damn thing? Everything needs a range to some extent, I guess. Equip, man, range, range. Boom. You see, it's not about being right. It's about getting shit done. And eventually we'll find something better. And at some point we'll make a new project with new skills that we have harnessed. Yeah. What the fuck am I doing? Cooldown. There's no such thing as equipment cooldown. What? Well, I think it's about time also adding equipment cooldown. Alright, now we got it. Where do you go? Equipment cooldown. Yeah. I think that's pretty much what I wanted. Now, the problem is with this is that, well, equipment could have a target. It depends on the kind of equipment you got. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Right now, what this equipment will do is just stun everything around you. Actually, it will stun the whole world. No. Everything around you. Yeah, not the whole world. Even though it's stored in the world. Yeah. I think we need to change that. But yeah, we can start from here. We can start from here. So if player says to use equipment, then we can just freeze. Yeah, that's the equipment. I just realized. Yeah, we do need to check that you have a freeze equipment in the inventory. It's such a special thing. I think maybe equipment shouldn't even be considered an item. Maybe. It would be considered a... What would it be then? Because you would have to have... It would still have so much similar behavior of an item that it's kind of weird to not consider it the same thing in the same array of items. But it's also a little bit too different to be considered there, because right now what I do is a horrible if condition on every item to check if it's an equipment, and I hate it so much. I shouldn't do that. I should just have a separate array for it. I'd just be like, that's, or it, not even an array, just a slot. Just say that this is equipment. But then every rendering thing needs its own kind of thing. Are you satisfied on how your code is organized, or is it not yet the important priority? I mean, I'm not satisfied with it, but it's good enough. I really don't try to be too bothered about it, because I know that if I got too bothered about it, I would never complete anything. I would always be stuck on trying to make things look nicer, because you can always do it. You can always make it good, look better, and then, because it's so easy to, like, I already see a lot of faults in my code, but it's like, if I start to fix those faults, I will be stuck on making it better, and then I'm like, okay, so now this thing is better, so now I'm gonna make the next thing better. I find it's a lot more enjoyable to take on the next task and only change things when they are really necessary to be changed. Because otherwise I'm just stuck in Foreverland improving. And I'm never going forward. Yeah. So when necessary, when it proves to you that you cannot move forward without making this change, I think then it's also a little bit more enjoyable to make a refactor, because you're like, I literally, like, it's not that I feel like I need to do it, but there's concrete evidence of me being stuck. I cannot move forward unless I do this task. And it's a lot more enjoyable than to think about how to make it. Like, I feel like then you have the opportunity to make it better. And then also another thing is that you can look at my old projects, like I have had that philosophy kind of a long while, and I still have it, and I think that every time I start a new project, I already have a lot more insight when I start of how to do things, and then I make the change for it. Like, for example, the renderer in this project, it's quite recent, was very highly coupled with the whole system, the world and everything. I'm gonna put the music on back. But recently I needed a little bit of a change, and one guy wanted to make a Vulkan support for it for 1.0. I'm using Vulkan 1.3. So I was like, okay, I guess we could make a little bit of an abstraction for it, because the guy really wanted to do it, and that would also allow him to play the game, so I thought that was cool. And another thing was that I wanted to do the highlights. With the highlights, the way I had done the render was that I was now required to make another descriptor layout and pass it on to the, well, shaders if I wanted to do that. And I was like, well, that's stupid. I don't really want to do that, because what I already got, basically what I do for highlights, let's say there's a box and now I want it to have a highlight so it gets highlighted, you know? What I do is that I draw on an image a mask. So basically, you can imagine this one becoming a solid color because I want to highlight it. And this is all white. And in order to do that, I would have to have an image and then another descriptor set or layout to get access to this thing. But I was like, that's pretty dumb because I already got an array of all of images that I ever use. Why can I not just use that for internal purposes? But I cannot do that because this thing is too coupled with the world and everything else. So I had to do that abstraction. And at the same time, I also got now enabled for the other guy to do a VK 1.0 support for the thing at the same time. So it was two benefits in one. But until then, I never had to do it because I thought it was more convenient to have it highly coupled. So I could just easily access the whole world inside of my render whenever I wanted to. But yeah, I think it's now next time I start a project, I wouldn't even let it be that coupled. I wouldn't. But at the time when I started this project, I was like, that's actually quite reasonable because I don't see why would I ever not want it to be that coupled. I didn't have the hindsight to not make it. I was like, that it doesn't make sense. But now the way I design stuff, I'm like, I would design it not be coupled. And I think you will probably have like more of those moments that at some point you will, and that's why refactor, I think I'd rather save it to the next project unless it's something that I really need to do right now, because a refactor is just start another project, man. Just do another project with that insight that you got. Unless if you want to really continue on the same one, but then you need a really good reason to do it on the same project. Yeah, we were stuck here. This is something I need to think about because inventory. Consider making. I'm gonna write myself another beautiful to do here. They don't seem to go away, but they do go away. Trust me. To do equipment. Use equipment. No. Equipment. And items. Equipment to be with skills and not with items. This is a whole new project for real. Yeah, like it is for real with refactors. So if I really wanted to refactor this whole project, I would just start a whole nother project, a whole nother game, because I'm like I don't I don't want to think about that. It's just worth it. That's more worth. I think it's you get the fresh plate, you know. You can just start with the insight you got, and you can make already from the ground up the new changes that you wanted. I think also it's in general like it's for example, I'm using 6.0.16 right now, so I'm limited already by the time that I'm developing something to the tools that is available at the time. And of course, but as time goes forward, there will come new tools out, and at some point, if I wanted to do a refactor, it will require me to swap out some tool for a completely new one. But I'm thinking like, why not just make a complete new tool then? Or a complete new application? I think it will take more time, but yeah, but it's always trying to be like backwards compatible. I don't know these things, but I think you just make a whole new thing. It's just fresh and better with all the insight that you have gathered. I mean, either you do it or somebody else who's new to the market will do it with from their first start. What was I'm still not really doing what I was supposed to do. But that's just my cup of tea, you know. I usually argue a lot with people about how to make clean and maintainable code. I say that's not the most important part. The most important part is to move forward. And then you learn. Otherwise you're stuck in hypothetical land forever. What if somebody someday wants to make this thing and now you have not abstracted it good enough? Well, there's infinite amount of cases of that. Let's see. We're gonna do a. What are we gonna do? Player. We're gonna check for So now we can do a world attack lands, and then it's kind of weird now to say. Well, I guess equipment kind of, but is activatable. Blah blah blah. Nah. We're gonna do it for the player, and the target will be null. We are not targeting anyone specifically. And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to use our equipment, which the LSP is not happy to provide anything for. And it lands the equipment, and then World Stun will trigger. It's interesting, I just realized, I wonder how I do this thing, because this has worked with single player, but I don't think it will work as good with multiplayer. Let's see, update enemies here. Yeah. Wait, that's not the world. Where's the... Here. Well, I guess it will always work, because we want the entity that is closest to you to... But this would also... It's fine, I guess nobody would really know based on this logic. But still. It's incorrect, but it's still like close enough that nobody will really know. Let's see, what was the problem? It's item 148. Here we go. Right. It will be calculated the same way as these ones, so equipment cooldown. Yeah, we got everything good there. Boom. And what we can do now is also we can go to here and start the thing up. And we can go here and we should... Whoopsie daisy! Let's see, we have utility, we have the... We have this one. Primary. I don't give it a name, I guess, but yeah, that's secondary. I don't know, I don't think I need to give it a name, but it's a little bit easier to identify it while going through these things. I'm gonna give it a name. Secondary. And then we have the equipment over here. Now, the equipment is actually, it just exists, there's a slot, it's not really used. It's only here at this point that we start to use it. And now, please tell me that the controller has a equipment cooldown. Please. It does. Good. Equipment cooldown. And I'm gonna change it to here, to what? Okay, there is an equipment cooldown, it's lying to me. And then same thing over here. Whip and also what I found also it's also a little thing with the more you program, you know, you start to see patterns of how to design stuff to keep it nice and tight and maintainable, and how you should do stuff. You start to get an itch for it, right? And I'm nowhere near good at that, but I'm at least better than I used to be. I think that's when you start to see that things are not working as good as you would like sometimes. And then you design new systems for that, but you know, you kind of get better at it. And one thing, for me at least, is just getting away from object-oriented design into data-oriented has made things, for me at least, a lot more comprehensible. Because, I don't know, for me at least it gets... If you have objects that are interacting with each other, you know, talking like this, and now this one is ping-ponging back and forth to each other, like it's really hard to know what the fuck is going on. But when you have data-oriented, there is no object like that is communicating to each other. You're just saying that this is the timeline. You start here and then you end here. And then this happens, that happens, that happened. These are not communicating with each other. That doesn't happen. So it's really nice to read that code. That's what my biggest, like, I have found out that it's most convenient to work with, or for me. I don't know what other people think, but it has been really nice for me. Okay, let's see. So we can now cool down on the left, and then secondary, piercing, boom, and then we have the shift utility, and then if we get the equipment, let's see, I got 2 of them, and if I press Q, nothing happened because we are not registering it, I think. Yeah, we probably are. Let's go to the network manager real quick. And because every else is a null, yeah, in general I should not have done this. I should have designed it so that every case is caught, and if it's not, but I think this could be better done. I just don't know how yet, but we're gonna think about it. It's equipment. Equip. And then we're gonna do world controller, use equipment cooldown. And then, I don't know, because we do not get LSP. I'm gonna keep it like that. Love data-oriented programming. Yeah, me too, me too. I really... I remember when I started with... I did object-oriented for a while, and then I went to C, and I just loved it. And then I did Java at first and then C, and then I went to C++. I was so hyped. I remember I was like, oh my god, object-oriented programming? That's so cool. Like you can just do enemy dot attack or deal damage, and then you provide the player. Oh my god, that's so cool. And then inheritance and polymorphism. Oh my god, that's awesome. And then C++ with operator overloading, I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I had another friend he is the one who actually inspired me to do this whole project. I started with Java first too. I did Java because I wanted to do Minecraft plugins. I didn't have any idea about the memory management. Kind of weird that you have to think about memory management in Java, but in this case you would do, because what I did was I wanted to do kind of like what I'm doing here, basically a game mode where enemies would you had an array list of enemies, right, of all of the mobs that got spawned, and I wanted to spawn in my own mobs with their own things, and then I want to keep track of them and their items and whatnot. And the problem was that I just appended them to an array of enemies, right? And when the enemy died, or the monster died, the mob died, I didn't clear that slot, so the array just kept on growing for every spawn, but I never cleared the metadata, or actually kept too much data of the enemy, and at some point the server just died because it ran out of memory, because the array list just got so fucking huge. I didn't understand what was going on, I was like, what? Why does it work? But that was when I started pretty much object-oriented. And then C, and then C++, and then I had the friend who inspired me to do my own engine. I was thinking of going to do Unreal Engine and C++, but then he told me that just make your own engine. Okay, we had a really good conversation, but summarized it as just do your own engine. It will be more fun and better. I was like, alright, I'm gonna try. And well, yeah, then I started with this thing, but it's the same guy who told me that object-oriented is the most pathetic thing that exists. Okay, encapsulation, but that's not restricted to object-oriented, but it's pretty good to some extent. But he also told me that I remember this conversation we had, because again I was about to start C++ with object-oriented. I was like so hyped, and then he is going there in the kitchen table like, Lucas, it's so dumb. That's the benefit of learning low level first, yeah. But he took the platypus example about inheritance and polymorphism. I was like, but that's just a weird case, man, you know, it's still pretty damn sick. And he tried to really convince me, but it didn't work. I was then programming for probably like 2 years in C++. And then at some point I was just like, I have these weird problems, I don't know like why they're happening. You could argue just skill issue, I guess, but I mean, if you just have a language that doesn't allow you to do stupid things, unless if you do stupid things, you know, I think that's just better. Okay, the cooldown for the equipment is pretty fast. Why is that? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's probably from the entity. Let's see. What are we saying to our dear player? Yeah, they don't have an equipment cooldown. But also in general with like programming is that just trying to find systems that make sense, you know? That they don't, where you exclude bad things to happen. I just find that a lot easier with data-oriented than with object-oriented, because object-oriented is kind of, it's inclined or encouraging you kind of to make bad decisions that lets you make confusion, that lets confusion erupt from your design. Mainly because of you have objects that are talking to each other, and they can't talk like this. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's like, of course you can avoid it, but it's like the idea in itself encourages this. Like it's so I don't want to think like this. Because then you have to follow this damn communication spaghetti. It's encouraged rather than just data oriented that has the data oriented. Literally just it's more encouraged this, and then you have the, this is basically also like object oriented in that sense that you have a main thing that runs all of the structures in that sense. But it depends on how you want to see the thing, right? But it's just no. Okay, wait. So let's try Q now. Yeah, now we got the Q cooldown. Well, it's really hard to see that they're getting stunned because I don't have a stun animation or any symbol or anything like that. It's literally just server side. The client doesn't even know that they just stand still, right? Look, they just stop moving. So if I now activate it, boom, they just stand still. There is no thing that says them to, yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah. And the thing is, yeah. So again, you can make clean with object oriented, but I feel like then you're basically doing data oriented. So what was the point of going to object oriented? And the only thing that you did was make it harder for you to avoid doing those messy stuff. Okay, let's try again. So now if I do the piercing bullets, that's so satisfying. Pew, 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 pew. It's a bit cool, but I think we should do a kind of thing, you know. Let's make ourselves invincible real quick, and let's try going to. We want to go to player controller here, and we can increase the amount of bullets we're shooting to 6 on the piercing. I guess you could also kind of like offset them, you know, so they would spawn on a line. Hello, Kayal, welcome to the stream. How are you? Wait, why the fuck they're building a pillar? Okay, let's try again. So, if I now shoot, it shoots 6 of them. Oh, we could do it like a shotgun. You know, like a kind of like a cone. You know, yeah. How could we do it? Okay, wait. Because we already got the muscle there, muscle position. Yeah. So we could do a radius, and then we could kind of like project it out. We had to take it out a bit. Good, Master. How about you? I'm good, Padawan. What have you been up to, Kyle? Tell us what you have been up to. But we have because we already got like the muscle, muscle, and then start direction, aim point. Wait, aim point. Camera. Over player depth, raise start, sample raise start distance, sample distance. Ah, it's okay. Well, I guess we could still use that one. I was thinking if it may ruin our thing, but it's probably not gonna. Start direction. And then scale, fire rocket speed, bullet speed. What we could do is that we already got like what we got here already is we got this. What the fuck? Yeah, I have a race on. We got this, and then we have a unit vector forward, right? Now what we could do with this is that we could take a unit vector also out in a random direction from here. And that could already like spread it out, you know? Like a cone. Because then we would just take that position instead. But aim point, am I thinking this right? I think I'm thinking this right. Am I not? Where did the music go? The music died. And that would basically do a shotgun. Learning and training my dragon. You're training your dragon. Are you watching how to train your dragon? Let's see. So we got a point, and then we want to kind of like actually what I could do is that wouldn't work. No. I need to create a perpendicular kind of like vector. You training me? Why, Kyle? You're training dragon? No way. Just training. That's fine. Holy shit! Wait. How could I transform position, scale, planet up, muscle position? Yeah, aim point. Yeah, and then start direction is. Yeah, so this is this thing over here. Now if I take a cross, I think we should get one of those, right? Right? C++ is the dragon. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's a big dragon. Let's see, inset vec cross. So I have the start. I think that is it, isn't it? And then we have the. No, wait, it's aim point. No, wait, start direction is the vector, right, that we care about, yeah. What's up? Hello, 1NDPON. One pond. One pond? And one pond. Or is it person pond? It's in the pond. Okay. Welcome to the stream. How are you? What have you been up to? You've been learning some Rust? Oh, okay. How's that going? I think we could do actually a planet up. Could a planet up work? It's going pretty good. I've been liking it so far. Okay, that's good. How long have you been learning Rust? Have you heard about new features about Claude? No, what are the new features about Claude? What are the new features of Claude? Like last night, but I've done C++ prior, so it's not too hard to get used to. I would say it's. I mean, isn't like C++ is just ambiguous, but Rust is explicit with its syntax. I have.
What are we talking about?
C++ versus Rust in the sense that isn't C++ just, in my opinion, isn't C++ just ambiguous, while Rust is just very explicit about what you do.
No. You see, Rust is very, very explicit when you try to do simple things.
Yeah.
Simple things, yeah. And then doing small things, does a lot of stuff. Like if you have an equals, that can allocate like 1 billion gigabytes, right? But if you want to do a switch case or a match, hell no, bro. You're gonna be using STD variant with some super ugly syntax, okay? Which is gonna be so much boilerplate to just like switch, Yeah. So C++ isn't explicit, but it's is annoying. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wait, what is the cone form for? It's like marketing code that says it's a Claude generated code. It's like marking code that says it's Claude generated code. I haven't seen that, no. There's some new Claude features that does that. Just realized to check the time real quick here. It should have stopped half an hour ago almost. But what is the cone for? I'm thinking about, might have to do it next time, but the when you shoot, we have, oh, okay, there's a lot of shit going on over here. They spawn quite aggressively. But yeah, when we do this this piercing thing, you clearly didn't see it, but it's there. Trust me. Oh my god, there's a lot. But doing the piercing, I was thinking of doing like kind of, instead of a single line, should we make it like a shotgun pierce? I think that would just feel nicer than whatever this is doing right now. There's too much. How fast would I die if I stop being invincible? I think if as soon as I stop moving, I'm dead. I am not allowed to stop moving. This trying to keep up with this is. I gotta stop moving for a second. Oh. That was fast. Oh my god, the amount of enemies and shots. Yeah, the enemies are kept at 100 except for enemy bosses. They can, or the teleporter bosses can still be spawned. And then but there's a maximum amount of 1000 entities. Or did I put, I used to have 1000, but I think I hope I changed to 1024 because it was just cursed. Let's see. World. Max entities. 1024, yeah. So max entities that can spawn is 1024. That includes the bullets. The bullets are considered entities. They are just not with colliders. They're just a point in space, and then they do a ray cast to see what they hit or interact with. And yeah. I think we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna hit the bait, and we'll continue again tomorrow. Thank you for joining. This has been, well, Harold is deafened, so it has been me. Harold is gone. And thank you for being active in the chat. Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.